In 12 hours, you'll be inside a giant serpent, not swallowed by it. No, you'll be literally sailing through the stomach of a cosmic snake while trying not to die. But relax, that's a problem for the nighttime Ra. Right now, you're sleeping on the horizon, and your alarm clock is the very existence of the universe. Today you woke up, but there's a small detail. You are Ra, the Egyptian sun god, the guy who literally carries the day on his back, every single day, forever. No vacation days, no holidays, not a single long weekend since the beginning of time. You open your eyes, and the entire world begins to brighten. Not because you turned on a light, but because you are the light. Your body radiates with the intensity of, well, the sun, because you are the sun. Every single cell in your body gives off enough heat to cook a steak in seconds. That would be useful if you ate steak. You don't. You're a god with a falcon head, and your diet consists basically of offerings and other people's regret. You get up from your celestial bed, which sits on the eastern horizon, and you already feel the familiar weight of the solar disk on your head. This thing weighs the equivalent of every expectation humanity has ever placed on you, which is to say, tons. The Egyptians down below depend on you for absolutely everything: harvests, life, death, the perfect tan. No pressure, your Solar Barque is already waiting. It's a golden, majestic boat that floats across the sky as if gravity were just a suggestion. The divine crew is in position, and by divine crew, I mean a bunch of gods who clearly lost some kind of cosmic bet and are now stuck escorting you on your daily route. Thoth is there, with his ibis head and the face of someone who'd rather be anywhere else. Mot is there too, holding her feather of truth like it's a coffee she desperately needs but can't drink. You board, and the journey begins. The boat glides smoothly across the sky, and down below, Egypt wakes up. Farmers start working in the fields. Priests light incense in their temples, and everyone does their morning prayer thanking you for existing. You wave back, even though you know they can't really look at you, because obviously, staring directly at you causes blindness. Being loved from a distance is basically your specialty. The first 3 hours of your day are what I affectionately call the divine corporate shift. You cross the sky while fielding complaints. Isis shows up on a cloud to request an audience. She wants to talk about the redistribution of divine powers. Again, you pretend to listen while mentally calculating how many millennia you've heard this exact speech. The answer is a lot of millennia. Set shows up right after, and I need to pause here to explain that Set is basically the coworker nobody can stand, but who can't be fired because he's family. He wants to complain about Osiris. Again, from what I understand about the situation, Set killed Osiris once. Osiris came back to life just to become god of the underworld, and now the two of them are stuck in this eternal argument that you, as supreme boss, have to mediate. You've tried separating them, didn't work. You've tried ignoring it, also didn't work. Now, you just wave and say, "I'll look into it," while your bark keeps sailing. Around midday, you hit your peak, literally. You're at the highest point in the sky, blazing at full intensity, and down below everyone is sweating like they're inside an oven. Because technically they are. You are the oven. You try to dial it back a little, but then Thoth shows up with a divine clipboard explaining that if you reduce your brightness by more than 3%, the harvests will suffer and millions will go hungry. So you keep cooking everyone alive. You're welcome, humanity. If you're enjoying following the miserable daily routine of gods and other creatures, I have a suggestion. Hit that subscribe button down there. It costs nothing, just one click, and you help me keep telling these stories about beings way more powerful than you living way worse days. The afternoon is when things start to get interesting, and by interesting, I mean tediously repetitive in a different way. You begin your descent on the western horizon, and the light you give off turns orange, then red. The humans down below think it looks beautiful and romantic. They have no idea the color change is basically you getting tired. Imagine working 12 hours straight, being watched by millions, while carrying the source of all life on the planet. You'd be red too. Sekhmet shows up to deliver her daily report. She's the goddess of war with the head of a lioness, and today she wants to discuss a plague she's considering sending to a city that hasn't made enough offerings. You sigh. Every single week it's the same thing. You explain for the 1000th time that plagues are a last resort, and that maybe, just maybe, she could try a less genocidal approach first. She huffs and storms off, irritated. You make a mental note to keep an eye on that city. Finally, the sun sets. You cross the western horizon and enter the Duat, the Egyptian Underworld. And here, my friend, is where your day really starts to fall apart. The Duat is nothing like you'd imagine an underworld to be. It's not fire and brimstone in the Christian style. It's more like a dark labyrinth packed with demons, giant serpents, and souls trying to pass through the judgments, and you have to cross it every single night for 12 hours in a barque that's now called the Mesektet, because apparently Egyptian gods love having a different vehicle for every shift. The first few hours in the underworld are relatively calm. You pass through gates guarded by demons who ask you questions. You know all the answers because, again, you've been doing this every night since the beginning of time. The demon at the third gate tries to catch you with a trick question about the secret name of the guardian of the seventh gate, but you know this move. You know all the moves. Immortality is basically an infinite spoiler for your own existence. Then Apophis appears. Apophis is the serpent of chaos. She's massive, she's evil, and she wants to destroy you so she can plunge the universe into eternal darkness. Every single day she tries. Every single day you win. But not without a fight. The battle begins when she emerges from the darkness, her enormous body completely blocking the path of your barque. Her eyes burn with the hatred of someone who's been defeated millions of times but still hasn't gotten over it. Set, who was unbearable during the day, now becomes useful. He leaps to the bow of the boat with his spear and starts attacking Apophis. This is something I've always found ironic. The god of chaos fighting against the serpent of chaos. It's like the universe has a very specific sense of humor. The battle goes on for hours. You hurl beams of light, Set stabs the serpent over and over again, and Apophis keeps coming back because she is literally the concept of chaos made flesh. And concepts don't really die. In one particularly dramatic moment, she manages to coil around part of your barque, and you feel the weight of darkness trying to smother you. The solar disk on your head flickers. Up above, in the world of the living, people are probably having nightmares. You feel every single one of them. But you are Ra. You are the sun. You didn't make it this far, crossing billions of identical nights, just to lose to a snake with control issues. With one last effort, you channel all your light and fire a beam straight through Apophis. She recoils, shrieking, and dissolves temporarily back into the shadows. You know she'll be back tomorrow. She's always back. Speaking of coming back, if you enjoy this kind of story and want to see exclusive content that doesn't appear on the main channel, check out the membership area. At the Immortal Pantheon level, you get access to videos and shorts that only members can see. It's like being a god, but without having to fight giant serpents every night. The last hours of the underworld are a somber procession of judgments and souls. You pass by Osiris, who sits on his throne evaluating the dead. He waves at you with the energy of a former coworker who now works in a different department. You two had your differences in the past, especially that one time he tried to take your throne. But now you maintain a cordial professional relationship. He handles the dead, you handle the living, and Set stays right in the middle, causing problems for both of you. Finally, you reach the eastern horizon. The cycle is almost complete. You feel your body renewing itself as you approach the point of rebirth. That's what keeps you young, this daily death and resurrection. You literally die every night and are reborn every morning. Most gods would find that traumatic. You're so used to it at this point that it's basically your spiritual breakfast. The first ray of sunlight breaks over the horizon and you emerge, radiant and renewed, for another day. Down below, the Egyptians wake up and thank you once again for existing. Priests perform rituals in your honor. Children point at the sky. Farmers get back to work. And you? You look down the long road ahead, the same road you've been walking for countless eras, and you sigh. In 12 hours, Apophis will be waiting again. In 12 hours, Set will complain about Osiris again. In 12 hours, you'll fight, bleed light, and win one more time. Being the sun is a job that never ends. It's carrying the weight of existence on your shoulders, while everyone just expects you to show up, shine, and make everything okay. Nobody asks if you're tired. Nobody offers you a day off. You are Ra, the eternal, the inevitable, the guy who literally cannot call in sick because if he does, the world ends. So you board your Solar Barque one more time, adjust the disc on your head, and start crossing the sky. Because that's what you do. It's what you've always done. It's what you'll always do. And tomorrow you wake up and do it all over again. Exactly the same. Forever. Welcome to eternity. Oh.